Rolling the ball. Up and down the fingers. And down into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And thumb. Down to the wrist. Up to the knuckles. And we're going to keep it in the palms and interlace the fingers and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. Release and go around back. Switch. 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 And hinging at the waist will go through the legs. Switch. 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 And put the ball on the floor. That's how the feet feel. And stepping the ball right in the middle of the foot. Pressing down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the top of the heel and pivot on the toes as you roll across the top of the heel. Press down just below the first knuckle. At the side of the top of the heel. And middle of the foot metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one, release, reassess, and repeat on the other foot. Right in the middle 3 times. Press on the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. And press it in 3 spots. Right? Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess and let's do some good mornings. And strike the tree. And 3, 2, 1, the center. Twisted the waist, swing the arm. And center with some motion wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out, gather and start. And center. Same thing in the other direction. And the center. Let's take some steps forward. And elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slap the opposite heel in the front. And behind. And then take a cross step with the twisted apart. And then walk, march, or jog. Zach Bush's Big Four, with or without something in your hands. And some rolling in the after class. Lots of squats. I'm gonna sprint. Do whatever feels right. Look at what you're doing. And be safe. Gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. And 20. And 30. Deep breaths. And interlace the fingers, raise the hands up on your toes if you can. And then back down and then back if your spine allows it. Back to center, bend to one side. Then bend to the other. Come back to center. Lower the hands to the chest and push out. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise the hands up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Up a little higher. And come on down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Extend the arms and rotate. We'll go the other way. One palm down, one up, flip flop. Bring one arm across the body, squeeze at or above the elbow. Then the other. One arm behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Form a W and squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release. Squeeze. Release and squeeze. Release. We have both elbows rack side to side. Extend one arm, pull back on the fingers. Fingers down, pull back. And flop the wrist, wiggle the fingers, make a fist. Same thing, other way, fingers up. And down. And flop. Come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Come to center, tuck in the chin. And look to one side. Draw out the chin to the shoulders, to the collarbone. And then look up. Back to center, still tucked, look the other way. Drop it. Look up. Center tucked and pack like a pigeon. And let's grab a stick. We'll start with the stick inside. The arch of one foot, other foot is out, bend the knee. Slide down the stick, stretch. And thigh. Repeat the other way. Come on up, bring the stick in front. Toes about 6 inches apart, away. Drop the stick onto the collarbone, slide down the stick. Lift the sole of the foot and wiggle on the heel. Then press the sole of that foot against the stick. And repeat with the other leg. Starting with the hamstring. And then the calf. And then bring the stick behind the back, parallel to the spine for the EFI 20 bar routine. We'll go up and down. The back. And then switch hands. And then bring the stick up overhead, go side to side. And then bring it to the shoulders and do 10 bicep curls. Yeah, all right, let's go down in a hinge and come on up. Yeah, and then let's stay down and bring the elbows up past the rib cage 10 times. And then come on up, stick is at the shoulder. And lift it up overhead. And then bring it below the waist and lift the elbows up to shoulder height. Keep it at the shoulders and push out. And then bring it behind the back, palms facing away. Lift it behind you. Switch the position of the hands and do another 10. Stick in the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. And bring the stick around front. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two. Feet are about hip width apart. We're going to dig the toes into the ground as we roll back onto the fifth metatarsal and then onto the first. Back and forth. And then hold back onto the fifth metatarsal, creating a big arch as you dig your toes into the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. That's it for the stick. If you're going to use any sort of weight in your hands as we do the push big four, grab them. Perfectly good to do them without anything. 4 moves as usual: squat, raise, around the clock, it's outside or inside, and a press. Going to do 10, pick up speed on each of the 3 sets. And we're going to move the squat around in the sequence as usual. But to start, let's do 10 squats. And take a breath. And then raises. And the breath. Around the clock. And a breath. And some presses. And come on down and take a couple breaths. We're going to start with the raises. Move the squats into number 2. Okay, ready? A little bit fast. Breath. Squats. Around the clock. And some presses. And some presses. The last one. Squats go to number 3 and a bit faster again. Here we go. Squats. And presses. And all right. Let's recover our breaths. And this week we're going to do something that we do when we do the 5 Tibetans at the end, the box breathing, but not everybody does the 5 Tibetans. So I thought it'd be good to refresh ourselves on the box breathing. So that's inhale through the nose, diaphragmatically to the count of 4. Hold for the count of 4. Exhale, making the ocean sound through the nose to the count of 4 and holding for the count of 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. And we'll do it 5 times. Ready? Here we go. And you rub those hands together. Alternating chi. And forming chiba. And two. Breaths. And open our heart. And pause. Exhale, send it out. And center. Few breaths. And bring down chi from the butt. And gather from below. And namaste.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, Mira, enjoy the day.
You too.
I shall, thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Have a
Yeah.
good sunny day.
Okay, thank you. And Rishad, gonna do some rolling? Yeah? Yeah. I'm just gonna use the roller. I'm gonna move the camera down to the ground. And I figure today, we'll do what we didn't do on Thursday, which is come down to the pelvis and bring the knees up and to the right and let's do 8 circles each way. One way and then 8 the other. And then some bicycles. And reverse. And then we're going to go over to the left side and do 8 circles in each direction. And bicycles. And reverse. And then we go to the middle. And we'll do 8 figure eights, starting in one direction for 4 and in the other for the other 4. And then some bicycles. And reverse. And then we're going to move it up to the hairline. And we'll move left to right on the roller, noting any restrictions on either side, any pain. Check how far you can go. And then stay right. And do 8 circles in one direction and 8 in the other. And do 8 knots. And then move to the left, do 8 circles in each direction. And 8 knots. And then come to the center, make sure that roller's on the hairline above the neck, and do 8 figure eights starting in one direction for 4 and in the other for the other 4. And then do 8 nods. And when you're done, go left to right on the roller again, see if you can improve the range of motion or lessened any pain or restrictions you might have had before. Yeah, then come on up.